You still got your server commands here, and uh, you can just hop into a deathmatch after a scrim or anything. It's really convenient to have them all there. Disconnect is back. Mute players. Player status prints the status with a little echo series up here. It just looks really nice, clears the console, and lets you take screenshots really easily. Especially if you have JPEG bound, you just tap this button and hit your bind, and you have status screenshots. And then we've got a net graph toggle, which turns the net graph on in the bottom of your screen, and you can make it appear wherever you want, and it goes away again. So, and we also have a toggle in-game voice, or in-game chat, sorry, which removes the in-game chat. You see it, nothing appears there. So if you're getting distracted, or you're death matching, or you just don't like French kids or whatever, you can just tap that and everyone will go away. And you can still access the help thing from here, as I said. And one of the commands you'll notice appear is practice. And that is a config that I actually made for onesource.com to try to help them make their articles a little bit easier, but I've adapted it a bit, and I now use it with my team to go over strats and stuff. So I'll go ahead and execute that. You'll see that it prints a bunch of stuff to the in-game chat here. There's a bunch of commands it executes, and it also creates some aliases that you can use for demonstration purposes. I'll go through them, but the commands that it changes are SV cheats, turns it on, freeze time 0, limit teams, auto team balance, pausable round time to 9, and some of the aliases. I'll show you red first. If you just type red in console, it turns SV show impacts on, which makes your bullet holes appear as red dots, which can help you drill your gun control, which I have none of because I'm recording at 25 FPS, but it's very useful, especially in combination with slow-mo, which I'll show you in a moment. But this also shows you where you hit people. Like if someone was running across my screen like this and I shot them there and they kept running, there would be a still hitbox right here that would show the hitbox and where I hit them. So it's useful for finding spam spots or drilling your aim or whatever. And you can turn it off by typing not red. But you can also make everything move in slow motion, the physics in slow motion, by typing slow-mo in console. And as you can see, everything is at half speed. I use this a lot when I'm trying to perfect a nade pattern or a smoke or whatever. I even sometimes have my team dry run strats in slow motion, just because it makes everything so much easier to deal with if you just deal with it slow at first and then speed it up, especially really complicated like flash strats or whatever. But it's just a useful little feature to have. And you turn it off by typing revert. You can also LO1 it. Excuse me, that's chat, which just restarts the game. And then you can also do, if you type gun round, it LO1s it with 5 seconds of freeze time to 16k start money, and that is just so that you can dry run a strat or whatever if you want to. And we also have a pistol one. You type pistol in console and it gives you 800 start money, so you can practice calling out your buys and running your pistol strats or whatever. That's just a useful thing for those of you who have teams. And both of these, the MM2 config and the practice config, are both client side. So no matter what team you go to, you're not going to lose the config file and have to go find it again. It's right there in the studio config folder. So that's about it. Oh, Ryan's joining the game. Cool. But yeah, that's almost all the features. The one thing to note with this config that I think is a great improvement over other people when they make configs is that this leaves your autoexec completely clean. You just have to put one line of code into your autoexec, and you know you're good to go. And it's all in a separate folder, so it lets you keep whatever autoexec you have. Yes, Ryan, I'm here. I'm recording a video. Go away, jerk. Uh, but you know, it lets you keep your auto exec, because I know a lot of players are very attached to their auto exec, and I didn't want to get in the way of that because I made this for um, competitive players. So uh, you know, you can keep whatever you have in your auto exec, and you know everything will be the same. Uh, it's just that you'll have this added functionality that the config gives you. And it only takes a couple minutes to install, and there's good instructions and stuff. So I hope you'll try it. Have a good day.